For many in Virginia, seeing a few ants seems like a minor annoyance. But what if that small trail is a symptom of a much larger problem, one silently damaging your home's structure? Beyond structural threats, some ants contaminate your food and kitchen surfaces with harmful bacteria. Virginia hosts multiple species, from wood-destroying carpenter ants to aggressive fire ants, each a unique threat. We'll cover the telltale signs, the real risks, why DIY often fails, and what it actually costs to protect your home. So, how can you tell if you're dealing with stragglers or a full-blown infestation? The obvious signs are just the beginning. First, look for live ants in high numbers, especially in kitchens. Notice small piles of dirt? Those could be ant mounds. The most classic sign is the ant trail, a clear line of ants marching to a food or water source. This isn't random. Finding small discarded insect wings on windowsills is another definite sign. This points to a colony reproducing inside. But what about the signs of the most destructive ants? One clue, that looks like simple dust, can reveal a much deeper problem. Ants seek shelter for the same reasons we do: food, water, and climate control. Extreme Virginia weather will drive them indoors. Remember that dust? It's called frass, fine wood shavings left behind by carpenter ants tunneling inside your home's structure. Here's the critical part. Carpenter ants don't just choose any wood. They target water-damaged or damp wood. They're a red flag. You're not just fighting ants. You're finding a potential leak causing rot and mold. Solving the ant problem means solving the water problem. Why do ants walk in perfect lines? They leave an invisible chemical trail of pheromones, creating a superhighway to your pantry. Ant colonies expand through budding. A queen and workers simply walk off to start a new colony. A single spray will never reach them. Understanding their behavior shows why they're so persistent. Now, let's look at the specific dangers these ants pose to your family. Risk number 1. Structural damage. Carpenter ants hollow out wood for nests, weakening beams, floors, and window frames over time. Risk 2. Health concerns. House ants walk through unsanitary areas, then crawl over your counters, spreading bacteria like salmonella. Risk 3. Painful stings. Red imported fire ants are aggressive and deliver venomous stings that cause painful welts. Their nests are hidden in lawns, posing a serious threat to playing children and pets who can accidentally disturb a mound. Remember how carpenter ants signal moisture? This is the end result: wood that looks solid but is weakened inside, leading to expensive repairs. Seeing these risks, the first impulse is to grab a can of bug spray. But does that actually solve the problem? The hard truth is most DIY methods fail. They only kill the ants you see, leaving the root of the problem untouched. The queen can lay hundreds of eggs per day, safely hidden in a wall. Killing a few dozen workers does nothing to stop the source. Professionals use a completely different strategy with non-repellent treatments. The ants can't detect it, so they walk right through it. They carry this material back to the nest, unknowingly sharing it with the entire colony, including the queen. That's why it works. This level of expertise obviously comes at a cost. So what should a Virginia homeowner expect to pay to solve an ant problem for good? The cost isn't one size fits all. Treating pavement ants is very different from eliminating carpenter ants tied to a moisture issue. Key factors include the type of ant, the size of your property, and the severity of the infestation. An initial treatment costs more. In Virginia, data shows an average initial treatment is around $150. In Virginia Beach, it can be $225 to $275 for a first visit. So for a typical home visit, you can expect to invest between $150 and $300 for an initial targeted treatment. An ant infestation in your Virginia home is more than a nuisance. It's a signal of potential risks to your property and your family's health. While DIY solutions only address the ants you see, professional extermination targets the source, the hidden colony. Don't wait for a small problem to become a costly disaster. Get a professional inspection to protect your biggest investment, your home.